Eckler set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this. Got it. He said it to Mike. 57. Man, that's trash.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. 2nd and 13. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On second down, Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Back to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing is Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle taken in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
57 for Mike. 57. Come on. 57. Mike. Who that?
They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 6-0 our score after 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got the hook up to Moore. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to look deep for Moore. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and all the way down to the 5.
Let's go,
18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 5-yard touchdown run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This is caught, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 59 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
Let's go. At the 40-yard line. Hey, hold on. 49's the mic. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 38, Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Robinson's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Yeah, baby. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Danny.
This time, Jackson will throw it. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I don't think you got it, son. Jam it. Jam it.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On first down, here's Breida.
Lockdown, baby. You ain't got the key to this one.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Ready? 15-90. 15-90. It's been a long day for you.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, it's a oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Here's Eckler. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 9 now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. David Njoku there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 31 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a big one there for the Chargers, 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On third down, Jackson forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Charger drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so he continued to come back. But
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. They'll look to throw here. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. And now it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.